Hello, Hill, and welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. The last part was in the Harborage, but you can see logging back in, they following me back outside at the stone, in Stone Falls. So my character will probably uphill. I'm not sure if I would get a projection of the prophet, Venus. Let's see what happened. Nothing. So yeah, teleport here a minute. Then I can hurry go back to the. Now, teleporting here, I probably will get the next, tell me to get the quest and all like that. And the next part will be now finally going to Stance Tor. I think that's how you pronounce the place called. And at Stance Tor is where you will find the Amulet of Kings. Imperial. Vestige. Meet me ever. Okay, I got the message, but now I didn't. Oh well. Oh, also I forgot to fix something. Settings. Camera. I was taking that screenshot. I forgot to fix the. Some of this back in place right here, so you might fix it. Yeah. Just remember how this was. Screen shake. Yeah. Actually, that was more closer now. There we go. That's more like it. Oh wait. Also, I got to I did forget to hide the chat. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Sancre Tor. That's how you pronounce it. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, back for Hillian. Yeah. I think after this quest would be the quest where we all have to talk to each other and discussing who had to sacrifice and all. Then at the time about the alliances, need to do a attack on Coldharbour. So I need to back to Jord Skull King. Yeah, where I left off from the Eppenheart pack. Or back on top of that mountain. I didn't say that. Yeah. Let me see what he had to say. Always.
You're a fan of poetry, aren't you? How's this then? As I was going out one day, my head fell off and rolled away. But when I saw that it was gone, I picked it up and put it on. Rather like that one.
He actually speaking about his own self because the way he actually died is his head got cut off. And you will later on see while if you play the Northern Elsewell story arc, you will kind of know what I'll be talking about. Anyway, this is what Abner had to say.
I must admit I'm not comfortable with this little jaunt. Sancre Tor is in the mountains of Colovia, and Colovians are the worst kind of Imperials. Backwoods mountain men without any sense of decorum. At least Varen will feel right at home.
Right.
And so we've come full circle. I led the original 5 companions on a quest to reclaim the Amulet of Kings. At the time I told myself it was for the good of all Tamriel. I was wrong, and now all the world suffers from my hubris.
Now we have to wait. Now we have getting tongue-tied. Now we have a chance to make things right.
Perhaps, but I wonder, will history repeat itself or rewrite itself? In truth, I fear using the amulet again. Its power is both great and terrible. Destiny can crush us by fulfilling our wishes just as surely as it can by denying them.
Tell me about Sancre Tor.
It was a holy city in the First Era, founded by Queen Alessia herself. It has since fallen into crumbling ruin. Before its capture, Saitahan hid the Amulet of Kings in the catacombs beneath the city.
No. Where is Sancre Tor located?
It is in the mountains of Colovia, the land of my youth.
Hmm.
I have little memory of that time. My exposure to the Elder Scrolls stole much of the man I once was. Speak to Saitahan. He can answer your questions far more accurately than I.
Mm-hmm.
The time has come for us to enter the catacombs of Sancre Tor. Do not underestimate the dangers that await us. In ages past, Sancre Tor was a place of light, but I fear that is no longer the case. We must be prepared for anything.
Have you fully recovered from your wounds?
I have been through much, but this body is tougher than the great oaks of Valenwood. I go with neither hope nor fear. It is useless to guess at a future that has yet to be written. You may hope if you wish, my friend. I will not judge.
What's our plan?
My Lord Varen will open a gateway to Sancre Tor. The amulet lies in a vault protected by powerful magic, a ward of Stendarr, the god of justice and mercy. Also, a god of well-earned luck. I thought this could not hurt.
Yep. About how to break forward. Well, with that, I'm not gonna ask him that question because it's obvious how. Because we got that wing from the last previous quest. Anyway, tell me about Sancre Tor.
It is written that Alessia received the divine inspiration for her slave rebellion at Sancre Tor, and so built her holy city there. But that was long ago.
I was told it was just
ruined now. It has become a dark place with areas best left undisturbed.
what sort of is.
To avoid the Crypt of Heroes, I saw enough angry dead there to fill 9 lifetimes. Kasura and I barely escaped with our lives. We will enter through the inner courtyard and avoid it entirely. Now come, time waits for no man.
Let's go. Knowing me, I'm still gonna go through anyway.
The portal is open.
Oh.
Go now. Return with the Amulet of Kings.
Okay. Sancre Tor. A site hollowed by isolation, by St. Aleta Sancre Tor was a religious center of violation or order for much of the first era by long-standing tradition and periods of Zelda are buried. Yep, of course. It went that quick.
You could have hidden that amulet anywhere in Tamriel, and this was your first choice?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Brilliant. Why is it that the people with the most ridiculous ideas are always the ones who are most certain of them?
Shut up, Farn.
Shut up,
Shut up,
Thorn.
Thorn.
It should say Lyris Titanborn and Sazahan, but instead it's only say Lyris because both of them actually told Abner to shut up. Yeah. Anyway, let me just cover my head. No fighting. Okay. That was a wheel statue, not a gargoyle. Uh oh.
What brings you to Sancre Tor, old friend? Looking for an amulet, perhaps?
Marco, how did you find this place?
Do you really think I'd allow you to escape the halls of torment if I couldn't track your every move?
Sai, no! Minimarco, stop! You're killing him!
Where is the Amulet of Kings? My master, Molag Bal, demands it.
Your master, please. You would use the amulet to betray Molag Bal.
Fool! When I ascended, you could have been at my right hand, Tharn. Instead, you chose to align yourself with mongrels and imbeciles. Now, you'll die with them.
You won't get away with this. Do you really think you can betray a Daedric prince?
With the Amulet of Kings, all things are possible. Nations will tremble and bow before me. I will be a god!
The Amulet of Kings will never be yours. It is protected by a ward of the Divines.
You mean your ward of Stendar, god of merciful forbearance, patron of gutless, law-abiding dimwits? It won't even slow me down.
It would seem that in his own mind, our friend Sai never really left the halls of torment.
Minimarco has been watching our every move. We led him right to the amulet.
We must reach for Amulet of Kings first.
Minimarco may be powerful enough to break through Stendar's ward eventually. If we can get to the shrines quickly and receive Stendar's blessing, we can pass through the ward, but leave it in place. He may not be able to follow for some time.
How do we get to the shrines?
We must make our way to the inner courtyard. From there we can access the chambers where the shrines are located.
Let's go.
Sai, are you well enough to continue?
Have no fear, Snow Lily. I am Red Guard. We are like mountain bamboo. Far stronger and more flexible than we might appear.
I find it hilarious that Minimarco chose such a massive projected appearance.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
He's obviously overcompensating for something.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. I'm just gonna take my hood off because everyone else not wearing nothing. So yeah. Yeah, this way will be coming later on, or not, or it's just at that end. Okay. Centaur, yeah. The interior.
Through the gate lies the Crypt of Heroes. We can enter if you wish, but it is a foul place where the dead are restless and angry.
Actually, you can't even go that way, but yeah. I am going for it anyway.
Wandering into a crypt when a necromancer is about? Your curiosity will be your undoing. Rise up, fallen heroes! Kill the intruder!
Yeah, this is a good spot if you like want to gain XP and stuff. Because I have a few enemies you can kill and heal, so yeah. Also, I think there's at least one chest you can loot also. Yeah, they're making it sound dangerous, but it's not that many undead rising out of waves and up. So yeah, that's kind of not that much of a challenge in Hill. Like you think it would make a challenge how they all talking, how Sazahan and Manamarco, but it's not really that much of a challenge. Well, I'm 1,835 champion points level, so but that's not really doesn't mean nothing. But you know what I'm getting at. Like, doesn't matter about the champion points. It's just like it's like not really that much of a challenge. Even if you're low level, it's not that much of a challenge. Like you can even go down here. Yeah, instead of a chest, you only get this regular chest. Just level loot, gold, and whatever, and that's it. Nothing else. Charcoal. Also, it's above the Hall of Heroes, but the other thing is, The only thing that look kind of out of place is this seat that is made of is Daedric. I never sit in it, but maybe if I do sit in it. And also I noticed these banners in Hill. If I say Kaloi and Mountain Imperials based on what Abner said, but here we see the Daggerfall Covenant banners. Or it could just be the banners of, or it could just be a royal signature, banner, a royal banner, like the Elder Scrolls, like for Elder Scrolls 1, Arena, the very first Elder Scrolls game. One of the first dungeon based off a story you have to go to. There's a door with a lion symbol, basically like the Daggerfall, and this one, like it's basically like just mostly a royal symbol, But like that could be the same thing. That way, that probably doesn't really represent Daggerfall or anything. Anyway, that's just to say.
Impressive. That allow me to raise an enemy that will offer a bit more challenge.
Lord of Iron and Woe. Okay. Yeah, not that much of a challenge. Low level, probably. Unexperienced players, yeah. Dang. And you can see that way is out. That would lead right to that, but yeah. It seemed like they would have a script for that, but no script. Oh well. You think, imagine we would have a script for that. But they didn't. Anyway, like I said before, I went through these before, I'm just like questioning stuff, and all like that. Sancre Tor, Inner Chamber. Okay. Here we go.
Persistent, aren't you?
Do you really think you can keep me from acquiring the
Amulet of Kings is under the protection of Stendar's ward. It will never be yours.
Ah, sigh. You still don't understand, do you? My plan will succeed because of your ward of Stendar. It will prevent Molag Bal from observing or interfering. By the time the ward is down and the amulet is mine, it will already be too late.
You're insane if you think you can betray the god of schemes.
Naive child. You know nothing. Chimel Adabal, the red diamond at the center of the Amulet of Kings, is the most powerful soul gem ever created. With the amulet in my possession, I will absorb Molag Bal's power, reducing him to an empty husk of ethereal flesh. Then I will trap his essence within the gem. Forgotten. In time, all of Tamriel will bow down before me. Soon, the god of schemes will have a new name. Manimako.
Yeah. And now time to take out the Bone Colossus. The Bone Colossus, do we? Okay. And if you want to take a break and go back, you can go through a portal ordeal, but no. Never realized there was a portal. Yeah. Anyway, enough of that. Time to move on.
take his head off.
I'll be fine, Snow Lily. I just need a moment to catch my breath.
Take all the time you need. I'll keep watch. If there's anything I can do, just name it.
An enchanting moment. I'll be over here bringing up my lunch.
You better keep an eye on me. I'm getting ready to punch Tharn again.
It's not going to be alright.
Sai Sahan is nothing if not determined. He once told me that achieving victory is like wrestling an ogre. You don't quit when you're tired. You quit when the ogre is tired. He'll see this through. Don't worry.
What about you?
Me? I'll chase Manimarco to the furthest corners of oblivion if I have to. Vengeance is a powerful motivator. And I don't know if you've realized it yet, but under this hardened shell, I'm an optimistic fool who'd take a blade for any one of you.
Do you and Sai ever talk about what happened in the Halls of Torment?
Two of a kind. Stoic. Isn't that what people call us? Our hearts are connected, but we don't talk about our feelings. We don't even understand them ourselves. Maybe we'll talk about it someday, but today is not that day.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, spoiler, they will. Anyway, now it's Sahan.
That's tears. I thought I could handle this.
Actually, usually what Abner have to say.
Sahan doesn't look well at all. Keep an eye on him.
See, he actually does concern, but he, he's like to be a jerk. Yeah.
That's tears. I thought I could handle this. Manimarco's sorcery brought back all of the pain and doubt I felt inside the halls of torment.
Are you going to be alright?
I have pushed my body much further than this. It is my mind that pains me. Manimarco filled my head with shattered memories. They're like broken glass. With every beat of my heart, they stab into me.
Take a moment, catch your breath.
That voice, Manimarco's voice, taunted me over and over in an endless cycle for years on end. He never broke my will, but he broke something.
Will you be yeah. Will you be yeah. I don't want to say okay. It's able, but I want to say, would you be able to make it through this side?
I will make it through this, my friend. I did not endure years of torture in the halls of torment only to give up now. My pain has subsided. Let us make haste and finish this.
Where do we go from here?
We must consecrate the two shrines with Stendarr's blessing before the vault can be opened. The first shrine rests in the Dragon Guard tomb, where so many of my fallen comrades were interred. We must take care to respect their resting place.
Let's go. Okay.
The shrine is on the far side of the room. Quickly, we must find our way across.
I have a surprise for you, Sai. Do you remember your fallen comrades in the Dragon Guard? I've taken the liberty of raising them, and they're quite anxious to see you.
Again, the King of Worms defiles the memory of the honored dead. I have no wish to disfigure the corpses of my old comrades of the Dragon Guard, but we must consecrate the shrine.
I just knocked them back down then. Okay. Started from hill. Went through hill. Need to go through that way. But first, we clear more of a dead first, because I want to. Okay. Actually, I didn't check my inventory. It's okay. Huh. I say if I remove the fences, the gates. Well, I mean, long ago. Okay, originally, long ago, you have to press this lever, if I recall, and and it will open the gates. Then, years later, if I recall, they removed the mechanic of activating the lever, and the gates will still remain closed, but you can clip right through the gates. When I did this back in 2019 and whatnot. But now they just completely removed the gates. Like, whoever did that I can say, screw it, remove gates, and well, they did. Okay, so that's that void talking about. I don't know what this spot all the way. This part of the map had to be filled, but okay. Anyway, all those enemies taken care of. Next ones. Okay, now either left or right. Let me just go this way first. Okay. Oh. Wait, 3. It usually be only, 2. So let me see if there's an extra one in here. Nope, nothing. Oh wait. Just go back on this side and go up. Oh, another chest. I think, yeah, originally I think those chests used to be like regular. You had to, the lockpick chest, but now I can't remember. Anyway, Shrine of the Divines. And right up on me.
God of mercy, charity, and justice, empower us with your wisdom and vision. Help us to right the wrongs of this world through your grace and with your guidance. Encourage us as we smite the wicked and punish the unjust. Now, we have only to consecrate the second shrine before we can enter the vault.
And that's it. No more enemies now because I already cleared all the enemies. So I could have start from one side and go the other way, but instead just kill all the enemies. So like, yeah. Like, I could do like a circle, but I didn't. Oh well, whatever. Who cares? You can't.
Certainly
Oh.
did a thorough job hiding the amulet, Sai. Couldn't you have just stuffed it in a mattress or something?
He didn't say nothing this time.
The second shrine is in the chamber beyond. There is a trick to reaching it. A puzzle of sorts. I do not recall its solution.
Okay. Hopefully I remember it. Let me see.
The altar is on the far side, but to reach it, the drawbridge must be lowered.
Okay, yeah. I remember how I did this in the past. Like, I know you do this. I mean, that one would go down. Then you, yeah, basically this way. Or not. I wasn't thinking. Wait a minute. Yeah, wait a minute. Because you can see how it was gonna be. Yeah. Actually, wait a minute. I have another idea. Or not. Wait. Yeah. There we go. Wait a minute. And no, I messed it up. Yep, I have to mess it up. Or not. Yeah, wait a minute. What am I about to do? I had to do grab each one of the far ends. That's what I had to do. Yeah. I was trying to remember how I actually did in the past. I think once I just like did all that way, all three, but I don't think that's actually did. But yeah. But yeah. Wait, one, two. Yeah, I think you could have done that with two, but yeah. Oh well. That just is a way open. Okay. Actually, can I go through here? Nope. Okay. Can't wait to remember what happened in this room. Do I do I even get ambushed in here? Yeah.
Kill them!
Beseech you to lower your wards and grant us safe passage into the Vault of Kings.
Good. Oh. Alright. Goodbye. More spooks. Goodbye. On to the next room.
Dank corridors, crumbling walls, nauseating smells. This place has all the charm of a Riften brothel. It must feel very much like home to you, Titan.
You mean a crypt filled with the rotting corpses of inbred kings and failed statesmen? Must be what it's like at a Tharn family reunion.
It's much more pleasant in the summer months.
More present. More present of the summer. Okay. Yeah, you could just fall down, but instead we're going to do the, take the path down.
Your pathetic efforts will not succeed. The
For
Amulet
Wamp.
of Kings
Yeah.
will be mine.
Stendar's grace and the sword of my father, you will not win, Anamarco.
Soon, you will know the extent of my power and bow before me.
Clippy, it was John.
Through the power of the Amulet of Kings, I will be transformed. All the nations of Tamriel
Yeah, all the
will
nations.
bow before me.
Sevenar,
They will
Queen
worship
Erin.
me and beg for my mercy.
Yeah.
All will know the name of Manimarco
As
the
a,
one
as
true
we.
God.
That's not even the main anymore.
We'll fight you to our
That's not even the main anymore.
Try and stop me.
Yeah, that. So actually, that projection then I updated. Then so the main now. Oh well. But I think he had that projection already pre-recorded, you can say, so that's why he didn't have the new main. Okay. Into the Vault of Kings to get the Amulet of Kings. Yeah.
There it is. The door to the Vault of Kings.
What do I need to do?
The shrines have been consecrated in Stendar's name. Now you must use the Ring of Stendar's mercy to open the vault doors.
Ow.
Stand in the casting circle and direct the ring of the doors to lift the ward. The door should open wide.
Alrighty.
Look, the amulet. I can see it from here.
And there's mine and Marco.
You are nothing. I am Manimarco.
And I'm a
Marco occupied. I'll close the portal.
and I am a werewolf.
Minion, arise! Obey me!
I will hold them at the portal. Focus on Manimarco.
He's weakening. Don't stop now.
Oh, you stop.
Death can stop the most powerful necromancer Tamriel has ever known. This is merely a transition. My first step towards true immortality. Now witness my true power. Watch as I rise up from the grave and ascend to godhood.
Worm! You think you can betray the Lord of brutality and domination without consequence? You will pay for your arrogance. You will writhe in agony for the rest of eternity. Your tortured screams will echo throughout oblivion to serve as a warning to others.
Goodbye. Well, goodbye for now. That is.
I'll admit, Vestige, I never thought you'd be the one to kill the worm. Take the Amulet of Kings and let's be gone from here.
Yeah, and I'll be killing him. My character's reincarnation gonna be during Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Yes, because that's how I'm gonna say it's a reincarnation because Argonians can do that. And I'm just gonna have that for same. This Argonian soul is the same when he gets. So gonna be well during Elder Scrolls 4, her gonna defeat Manimarco once for good again. Well, the physical one. Because there's the other Manimarcoism will be a moon. So yeah, two Manimarcos during the third era. Yeah.
Everything Manimarco did was designed to pit us against each other.
Nah, I know about that.
We can't let that happen. Look what we can accomplish when we work together.
How uncharacteristically optimistic of you, Titanborn. I may have that embroidered on a pillow.
The Divines gave you a nose for a reason, Tharn. So you can keep your mouth shut and still keep breathing.
Well played, Titanborn. Well played.
go home.
Mm-hmm. So it made me try to interact with Sasha Han, so that kind of messed that up. You can see now. There we go. Good. Then right behind me is my clanfer. Okay.
We got the Amulet of Kings and sent that traitorous bastard to oblivion where he belongs. All in all, I'd say that's a good day's work.
Mm-hmm.
You have outdone yourself, my friend. Murkmire was defeated, and the Amulet of Kings is ours. My Lord Varon awaits. Speak with him, and tell him of our victory.
Mm-hmm.
The Amulet of Kings is ours. The companions are victorious again. I'm sure Varon will be eager to hear all about our fantastic and amazing victory.
Mm-hmm. And you see what Cadwell's after that. Oh, he's talking about that poetry again.
It is done. The Amulet of Kings is ours once again.
And Manamaku is defeated.
Manamaka will pay dearly for the rest of eternity. One cannot out-scheme the god of schemes without paying a heavy price. I cannot imagine the torment that awaits him.
But they say the mountains are up the north, so it's somewhere between. I'm gonna say somewhere between Cyrodiil and Skyrim, basically, or I'm not sure. Sancre Tor. I probably have to look on the map somewhere, but kind of makes sense if you think about it. Like it say Marco is supposed to come back. Like during the events after Elder Scrolls Online, he does supposed to come back. He's supposed to escape from Coldharbour. But then yet, during when he's supposed to appeal back in Elder Scrolls 2, but he's all in a robe, all in shadowy, so you can't really tell his face. But then you can see how he looked in Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. His high elf look and all. No Altmer, but he's an Admer because he's supposed to be more older generation of Altmer or something like that. But the thing is that he came back. I think they say he came up from the north and came back down to Cyrodiil. Or I just remember about that part of the story part mentioning him in the Mage's Guild of Oblivion. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I can't remember, but yeah. But anyway, I don't think they even say he came from the north. I can't remember. I just know he just returned back to Cyrodiil. So never mind. What I was thinking make no sense because he already got his body back anyway. During Elder Scrolls 2, you say he would have his body and all, or could that just be a spirit and his spirit in a robe and then later on, or I'm not sure because either when he escaped from Coldharbour, he either escaped like a soul driven like my character, but never mind, he still have his soul. So I'm not sure because later on he would be manifested a new body in Coldharbour because you meet him in Coldharbour. But then he eventually will escape. But the thing is, yeah, I try to realize that. Then he will come back and all like, yeah. Then in Elder Scrolls 4 he looked more physical. Like I just said, I'm just rambling. Anyway, let me just continue what I was saying. Now let me continue what I was doing because enough of me rambling. Try to connect Amner Farn up to Elder Scrolls 4. While between that, Elder Scrolls 2 and so on. Enough of me rambling about that. You try to realize that whoever wants to realize yourself, whatever. Lore masters, other lore people. Anyway. what do we do now?
Sahan must rest, as must we all. We can sleep a little easier knowing the King of Worms has been defeated, but we cannot rest too long. Molag Bal is still a great threat.
Mhm.
The plane melt must be stopped, or this will all be for naught.
And my soul. Yeah, finally, your character will finally mention about this. So for all this, we finally say it on this part. And my soul.
I've not forgotten, Vestige. It is another piece of the puzzle, and we shall address it in due time. But for now, let us rest and recover. As always, I will contact you soon. Walk in the light, Vestige.
Mhm. Yeah.
I will summon you again when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Vestige.
Mhm. And so magic is 2-5 now. Yeah. Let's see what they say first.
I can't believe there's still more to do. But whatever the future holds, come oblivion or high water, the 5 companions will face it together.
Mhm.
The Amulet of Kings is in our possession. The traitor Manimarco has been defeated. But we are not yet finished. The blessings of Akatosh must be restored if Nirn is to remain safe. But tonight, we rest.
Mhm. And let's see what Abner had to say.
I know what you're thinking, Vestige. You want to thank me for my noble and heroic effort in helping you defeat that treacherous worm, Manimarco. No need to laud me, though. The world already knows of my brilliance, but you're welcome nonetheless.
Yeah. I defeated him as a werewolf. You didn't. I will bit his neck. Claw his neck. Wait, I'm. Now says Han is writing this again. Then their note. His black worms. Yeah. But he asked me to be captain his devote them and that feel it in it. Yeah. Okay. Only 2 lore books now you can see left on the map.
Sancre Tor? Never been there, but I understand it's where the Reuben dynasty is entombed. Why do people even bother burying remains anymore? Seems rather a waste of time these days, what with everyone popping up from their graves. Cremation, I say.
I just know this is, yeah, and also you can notice there is a flag, a banner of Molag Bal and Hill. So yeah. Anyway, time to do the thing. Teleport to a home. Okay. Sancre Tor now is done. Now the next quest is, it's like a short quest to get prepared to go to Coldharbour now.
The
Okay.
companions assemble once more. Travel to the harborage. It is time for our final preparations.
Okay. Okay. Oh, now Cadwell is out because they want him out, and he kind of.
They're having an important meeting and asked if I give them some privacy. trust. Pop on out to the rubbish tip, Cadwell. There's a good lad. Do I mind? Oh, I have no mind. I'm the village bloody idiot.
Don't look at me. Varen called this meeting. Apparently he's got something to share. I, for one, am all a-quiver with anticipation.
Be welcome, my friend. I would have words with you, but my lord seeks your attention first.
You've returned. We have a lot to discuss, but Lord Baron is anxious to speak with you first. We'll talk later.
Welcome back, Vestige. News of Manimarco's demise spreads far and wide. Like worms, his followers burrow deep into the earth to escape the searing light of the coming dawn.
Why have you summoned me, Baron?
As ever, straight to the point. You've done the impossible. The King of Worms has been consumed by the wrath of Molog Bal. The power of his worm cult is broken forever.
But Mola Ball is still afoot, and I haven't found my soul.
That is the grim truth of the matter. But the Amulet of Kings is in our possession, and there is still much to do.
How can we be sure that Manimarco is truly gone? He isn't.
I sleep. I hear his tormented screams, and Molog Bal forces visions of his eternal torture into my mind. I can show you exactly what I see, if you wish it.
Show me these visions. And yes, I just put my hood back on.
Behold the fate of the King of Worms.
Please, no more. It was a misunderstanding, Great One. Let me serve you. Let me prove my loyalty. No more, I beg of you.
Manimarco's torment will be endless. The god of schemes will use him to set an example. All who follow him will know you cannot hope to betray the greatest of betrayers. I cannot help but pity him, despite all he has done. But this is not why you were called here, Vestige. Come, Saisahar will speak with you first.
Okay, sorry.
The greatest of the Sword Saints, Divad, tells us that destiny is a chain, forged one link at a time. Our chain is nearly complete. There is but one link remaining.
Why is this link?
It is you, my friend. You are the link. I will not bore you with effusive praise, but state it plainly. You are a great warrior and a trusted friend. And we would like to extend you an offer.
What offer?
When Emperor Varen first brought the 5 companions together, he did so in the hope of creating a Tamriel where all men could live freely and safely beneath one banner.
Go on.
The 5 companions failed, betrayed from within by one of our own, the Worm King Manimarco. All that came after was the result of one man's treachery. Now 4 of the 5 are reunited to right that great wrong, but destiny requires a 5th.
Are you decision?
We want you to join us as our 5th member. You were the champion we should have had with us back then. Don't look so grave. This is largely symbolic. But please, humor an old soldier.
I'm honored to join you as the last member of the 5 companions.
My lord, with your permission.
You needn't call me that anymore, Saisahar. We are equals now.
All those years ago, when we fought beneath our lord's banner to free the Empire from the Longhouse Emperors, we did so with a dream of freedom and peace in mind. Not just for the Empire, but for all of Tamriel. Together, we forged a fellowship stronger than any blade, only to see it shattered upon the rocks of deceit by one of our own. That fellowship is no more. Yet we 4 have assembled here, united by a single purpose. It is not vengeance that drives us, but truth and loyalty and justice. I, Saisahar, steward of the Abbey of Blades, call for the 5 companions to be reforged this day by the light of Stendarr and the heart of Lorcan. May our blade of fellowship be forged anew. And may the vestige, our mutual friend and ally, become its tip. We may thrust it straight into the heart of a Daedric prince.
Sai Sahan is right. You are the member that we should have had all those years ago.
It is as the scrolls foretold. The soulless one will become the brightest of 5 stars, and they shall guide us to the coming dawn.
Oh, please, you melodramatic sots. Fine, fine. If seeing one of your foolish prophecies come true will help to ensure the safety of the Empire, I'll play along.
Stand united once more. The 5 companions are reforged, and together we will strike down the god of schemes.
Come here, my friend. I've got a few things I want to say before you go. It's been a long road, hasn't it? My father used to say that if you avoid all of life's abrasions, you'll never be polished enough to shine. We must be pretty damn shiny by now.
He was a wise man, your father.
I've been thinking about our adventures and the hardships we've faced together. We're in the last leg of this journey, aren't we? I don't regret any of it, but it occurs to me that we haven't had much of a chance to talk as friends.
We may not get another chance. What did you want to talk about?
Where do you see yourself going after all of this is over? I mean, assuming we survive, get your soul back, and stop Molag Bal.
Yeah, there's a war to win. I tend to take up for fighting Cyrodiil. There's a whole world to explore. I want to see what's out there. That's kind of make more sense with the DLC packs, but other story arcs. There's nothing to talk about. We got work to do. I'm going to say a whole world to explore. I want to see what's out there. That's make more sense of a DLC story arc. So yeah.
Traveling is a humbling experience. You see firsthand what a small place you occupy in the world.
Now I did my other territories already.
The farther you go, the harder it is to return. But when you do, if you do, you get to see the place you came from with new eyes.
Mm-hmm. Actually, let's say anything else.
It's been a long road, hasn't it? I've been thinking about it. Where do you see yourself going after all of this is over? I mean, assuming we survive, get your soul back, and stop Molag Bal.
Now you see what you say. If I say there's a war to win, I intend to take.
Bloody business war. There was a time that I loved my axe for its sharpness and my armor for its sheen, but no more. Today I love what they defend. Don't lose sight of what's behind you and the hatred of what's before you.
Okay, now let me see what.
It's been a long road. I've been thinking, where do you see yourself going after all of this? I guess you're right. Ah, well. I won't take up too much of your time. You've got destiny and all that written on some moldy old scroll.
And the image.
It's been a long road. I've been thinking, where do you see yourself going after? Traveling is a humbling experience. You see firsthand what a small place you occupy in the world. Funny thing is, the farther you go, the harder it is to return. But when you do, if you do, you get to see the place you came from with new eyes.
What about you?
Me? I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to Skyrim and settle down. Squeeze out a few whelps. Maybe raise sheep or grow cabbages.
Are you serious?
What? No. Can you imagine it? Lyra's Titan-born shepherd, farmer, housewife. I need to be out in the wind and wild. And if I ever find my life mate, he'll feel the same way. My turn. What's your one regret about all we've been through?
Nice opportunity to see his power. The death of so many people. I have no regrets. Yeah, for death of so many people.
You never get used to it. My father, he'll die over and over again for the rest of my life.
Nightmare just restart that minute.
It's been a long. I've been thinking. Where do you see yourself going? Traveling is me? What? No.
Let me see, missed opportunities.
That's the real test of character. Anyone can face adversity, but give them power, and you'll see their true colors. Power over others is the way of cowards. Seize the power to choose your own path, to control your own life. That takes real courage. It's been a long road. I've been thinking. Where do you see yourself going?
I aim to see what if but I have no regrets.
You're a hard heart, eh? No regrets, no tears, no doubts. Don't look back unless you're planning to head in that direction. I guess that's exactly the kind of person we need right now.
Actually, let me just go with that. Why about you? I just go with that.
Friends lost, missed opportunities,
Nah, never mind.
failed endeavors.
Let me just say about all the people.
It's been
Yeah,
long. I've been thinking about. Where do you see yourself going? Traveling is me? What? No.
that's up to me.
Can you imagine it? Lyris Titanborn, shepherd, farmer, housewife. You
Yeah,
know,
let me just go with this.
my father, he'll die over and over again for the rest of my life. Grief doesn't go away. You just learn to live with it. But I can live my life with his daring and spirit and joy. That way he'll never die. Not really.
What about you?
Oh, lots of things. Friends lost, missed opportunities, failed endeavors. Maybe the best we can hope for is to end up with the right regrets. I do regret not taking the time to get to know the people I fought with. I hope to change that.
What else is on your mind?
One last thing. You like mead?
That's a lie right there. Because if you pick up food with Ebon Heart Pack and other, sure.
I knew I liked you. So, let's toast. To Molag Bal, that ugly skeever. May his privates be infected with brown rot fever. May our course be true and our hearts be brave.
Oh,
As we march into Coldharbour to spit on his grave.
that's part always funny with his privates being faced. I'll drink to that.
Let's not forget the struggles that got us to this point. We're almost home. We just have a bit further to fight.
Are you all insane? You do realize what we need to do, right? We have to fight a Daedric prince. Amulet or no, this is going to mean more death. Vestige, come here. I'll tell you what they're afraid to mention.
Yeah, because actually he only talk about more death. He is also about about all the death that's happening and stuff like that.
Getting all chummy with Titanborn? I enjoy the company of clever, well-informed people. You really should try it sometime. So, you felled the great Manimarco. Well played. You've done the Empire a great service.
That's not why I did it.
The farmer doesn't thank the cow when it voids itself on the field, but it still makes the crops grow taller.
Is that your way of thanking me?
I suppose it is. But that wasn't the reason for this heartwarming reunion. Varen and I have spoken at length since you recovered the amulet, and have determined our final course of action. Molag Bal remains a threat, and Tamriel is still in grave danger.
Yeah, that my character always said earlier. Yeah. What did you have in mind?
First, the plane meld must be stopped. Even now, forces gather and plan an assault on Oblivion itself. You must join them.
What then?
Then, and only then, can you take the fight to Molag Bal himself, to restore protection to Nirn and reclaim your soul.
Is it even possible to defeat Molag Bal?
I know more about the Daedra than any man or mer alive. For good or ill, my family has always kept ties with the forces of Oblivion, and this much I know. One cannot kill a Daedric prince. But we have the Amulet of Kings.
Go on.
With the amulet in our possession, we may be able to wound him severely, and in the process force him to relinquish every last soul he has stolen, including your own. This is where your condition works to your benefit.
How?
The ritual we performed with the Amulet of Kings caused the soul burst and damaged the veil between worlds. If the damage is to be repaired, I must attempt the ritual again, this time with you.
Yeah, soulless. Won't that just cause another soul burst?
Only if we use it here on Nirn. But if we were to travel to Coldharbour, we might be able to harness its power, imbue you with divine agency enough to challenge the Daedric Prince. But there is a price.
There always is.
Calling upon the power of the amulet in this manner will consume someone's soul, utterly. One cannot channel the power of the gods without paying such a price. Unfortunately, you don't have a soul to consume, and I am needed to perform the ritual.
Someone has to die.
More specifically, one of our 3 companions. I suspect that's why they're so nauseatingly over-appreciative and fawning.
No, the price is too high.
Of course it is. The fact of the matter stands, however. One of the 5 will need to give their life to fuel this attack, when the time comes.
So you said before the vestige arrived, and I've already thought it over. I'll do it.
Snow Lily, no. You should not need to give your life this way. This is my duty. Penance for my numerous failures. This is my chance to make things right.
The scroll said nothing of this moment, and so I am not bound to their dictates. Vestige, I ask that you let me do this one thing. All that has happened was because of my hubris. I shall be the one.
Sire, you've done enough. This was Manimarco's doing, not yours.
As the one who will fight the Daedric Prince, the Vestige should decide.
I don't see you leaping to volunteer, Tharn. Saving your own backside again?
Hard as it may be, Lyris, don't be an idiot. I'm the only one who knows the ritual, and we don't have time to teach anyone else.
That's enough. It won't be decided here and now. Vestige, come here. I have some final words for you. It appears we have come full circle, Vestige.
Does one of you truly have to die?
But millions of others may live, yes. Do not be troubled. Any one of us would gladly make such a sacrifice.
But first, the plane mill must be stopped.
As Tharn has said, there are already plans in motion to infiltrate Coldharbour. You must be part of them. The chains that anchor us to oblivion draw us ever closer. They must be severed once and for all.
I'll find a way.
When the plane meld has been thwarted and the dust has settled, the 5 companions will gather one last time to face our destinies. The god of schemes must be stopped, Vestige. That is the only thing that matters now.
Yeah.
Do not hasten towards this final hour. Take the time to appreciate the things you have, the friends you have made, and the world that birthed you.
I'm not going to tell you to put it out of mind. One of these people is going to have to die for you. Can you make that choice when the time comes? Or will you fail? To the doom of us all.
Yeah, in the past, I always do Varen, so of course I'm going to do Varen because it makes no sense for Lyris and Sai to die because of for story arcs. Yes, you can treat them as like past events if you want to, but I treat them as more future events. Also, a lot of people aren't actually even look at that. Yeah, by my Kings. Yeah, the Vestige is a formidable warrior, but still flawed. To however send Titanborn on this for him and save the Vestige for when we are better prepared. See, at least it's expendable. Yeah. Try not to twist your. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know why people hate Saizahan and Lyris. Do they just don't like mixed relationships or something? If so, that's a lot of ways to shit people out there. Or do people just hate, or do they just hate tall women and they just want to kill her because she's taller than them actually, and they're just jealous of that? And or like I said about being racist because of Sai, like some people out there these assholes. Because for actual white choice, really, is Baron. But, you know, fools, fuckers. Yeah, well, I'm a wise one here talking about it. Anyway, because you know the wise choice is Baron. But, assholes. Anyway, and I know if someone does listen to this part, they might say something, and guess what? You can't say you can't say shit to me. My comment speed disabled, so fuck you, whoever, if someone will watch this video. So yeah, I got you because you can't say nothing on you can't comment on this video. If anyone does.
So, going toe-to-toe with the big bad then, are you? Smashing. Good luck to you. This whole plane meld thing seems like a nasty business. I prefer my Coldharbour with a bit less Tamriel in it, thank you very much.
So yeah, anyone try to say something, well, you cannot say nothing to me. Anyway, let me just take the usual ebony flash. Okay. Yeah, this is the part where now, but you know, about the preparations of going to Coldharbour. But before, I could just end the video here for now, but I want to set up getting to the zone first. Then I will end this part, so that can be a few more quests.
Ah, good. I found you. Speak with me a moment, if you would.
And the thing is, you cannot this. Yeah, you cannot ignore this. I was gonna didn't plan him to appear in front of me. I was gonna go to the waistline and then head to go all the way to the Rift and go to back to the Torhilla Summit, and to accept the quest messages across Tamriel to talk to the Skull King. But instead, yeah, that didn't. Yeah, instead talking to Venus, the old friend and also fiend of Manamarco. So yeah.
Greetings, Adept. Good to see you in person. I am Vana Scalarian, head of the Mages Guild you so ably serve.
Mm-hmm.
I have need of your assistance.
My assistance.
Yes, it's high time Tamriel was free of Molongbal's grip. The Anchors, the Daedra, the Undead, they devastate our fragile mortal plane. I have a plan, and I need your help. I think you're the only one who can help me see this done.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to meet with Thrush, leader of the Hidden Armigers. He'll be at the Mages Guild in Mournhold. Even Yoren's personal agents think my idea is sound. I'll be along shortly. I just have a few final preparations to make.
I'll see you, Dale. And I bet the fastest way to do that is just go warp to this house. Or my house. Okay. Of course, a little lagging is happening because other players and loading the map and stuff, you can see. Oh no, not letting me otherwise. I'm not doing that from prologue. Oh, you saw her name back there. Anyway. Uh, There we go. Yeah. You can't take. As I talk to Nero, not. There we go.
You again. I always seem to run into you right before I do something I'll probably regret.
Well, well, if it isn't the hero of the pact, glad you made it.
I don't believe we met.
I'm the leader of the Hidden Armigers. If you've heard of us, we haven't been doing our jobs. The Armigers do the pact's dirty work. Sometimes that involves agents from the Morag Tong and other secret organizations, like Naryu here.
Why would you need an assassin?
She owes me a favor. It's a long series of stories we don't have time for. She saved my brother. I saved her life. We're back and forth. That's it for story time. You're here about Varna's Galarian?
Yes, I am.
That crazy Altman wants to organize a secret meeting of the Alliance leaders in neutral territory. He'll be here any minute, so I'll let him give you the details. But don't worry, the Armigers will do our part.
What's your part?
Little details. Making sure the right agents are in the right places. Protecting pact interests. That sort of thing. I could tell you more, but then Naryu would want to kill you. Or maybe just cut on you a little. Turns out I'm glad you came, Virion. I'm calling in that favor.
You mean you called me here without knowing if you needed me, Thrush? Ugh. What's the favor?
I need you to contact the other spy networks. The Eyes of the Queen of the Aldmeri Dominion and the Ring of Daggers in the Daggerfall Covenant.
Contact. You do mean with the tips of my daggers. Repeatedly, right?
No, no. This is a diplomacy thing. No killing.
Apologies for my
Waste
lateness.
of a favor, Thrush. Should have asked for something your lackeys couldn't do. We're even after this, you know.
I know, but this is important. Thanks, Naryu. I'll even ride with you as far as Oradon. Let's go.
Alright.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Champion. I've been consulting with Countess Hakruba of the Fighters Guild. Both of our guilds believe the time has come to take the fight to Coldharbour. But this places us in a delicate political position.
What's the problem?
Trust, as always. The Alliance leaders will never agree to join forces. And if our guilds only work with one alliance, the other two will see it as a betrayal. For both guilds, our neutrality is our strength. We can't afford to take sides.
Is the situation really that dire?
The war in Cyrodiil has been long and bloody, and all three alliances are spread thinly. They can't commit resources to an assault on Coldharbour without making themselves vulnerable. I want to bring all three leaders together, maybe cut a deal.
What do you need from me?
You're in a unique position. You can speak with authority, but you're not an alliance leader. You're respected, you have a reputation. They may let you get a word in before they leap at each other's throats. In short, you're the perfect diplomat.
You want me to speak with the Alliance leaders?
I found the perfect meeting place. A neutral location far from disputed territories, an island called Stirk. I can get you an audience with each leader and provide magical transportation. You just need to convince them to travel to Stirk.
I'll do my best.
That's all I ask. I'll open the portal. I think it's best that I travel with you and make introductions as a neutral party. That might make things easier.
And first thing is Ildenwood. Talking to Admiral Dominion. He will see me not as a friend or not, because I always did all the other territory zones, so this is going to be interesting to see how they will treat my character.
Greatly esteemed Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri, it is my great honor to present to you...
Varnus, you're so formal. I remember the patience and kindness you showed an awkward, freckled waif all those years ago on fair Somerset.
You captured this child's heart then, and it remains with you to this day.
You warm an old man's heart, my queen. I remember well those halcyon days.
As do I, my old friend. Sorry about all these guards. I'm told they're necessary. These are dark days.
A wise precaution, my queen. My counsel would be no different. If you'll permit it, my companion would like to speak with you.
Ah, yes. Let me meet this hero I've heard so much about. It's not often the heroic deeds of one who by all rights should be considered a mortal enemy reach my ears. Come, let's talk.
Yeah, let's see how she will react.
Varnus is a dear man. In many ways, he is family to me. Since he has given you his trust, I'm willing to set aside our differences. But under different circumstances, you and I would be sworn enemies.
Okay, actually, how it seems she does not recognize your character because, you know, my character actually is part of the Ebonheart pack, so yeah, that kind of makes sense. Because actually, when you do the Admiri Domain as an Ebonheart pack character, doing that alliance you have to do like later on during Cadwell's Gold. So yeah, so basically the game is still going by a script, you can see. Anyway, let me just read the dialogue as I always do. My only sworn enemy is Moloch Ball, Your Majesty.
Well spoken and point taken. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet you. Your exploits are legendary.
You hear it on me?
A true champion is like a stone cast upon the waters of history. The ripples it creates travel far and wide.
I'm humbled, Your Majesty.
Humility is a noble thing, but you must also remain strong and self-assured. A true champion is also history's pawn, and history is a cruel and unfeeling master. But enough philosophy. What did you wish to speak with me about?
I've come to propose a meeting on the island of Sturk to discuss an assault on Coldharbour.
And you need all three of the Alliance leaders to attend this meeting. A bold suggestion. I like it. Very well. I make no promises with regards to the negotiations themselves, but I will attend. That much I promise.
That went well, I think. Shall we move on?
Where to next?
To Wayrest. Expect a certain level of formality. The court of High King Emmerich is often filled with scandalmongers and subversives. Therefore, protocol is the order of the day. Shall we?
So basically, gonna be the same way with.
Tell the lovely Donner Naru that she is very welcome to disguise herself as a serving girl and show off for
Raz,
this one.
inappropriate.
This one has no regrets.
It's funny it's not showing Raz's health. Or also, I just noticed now Queen Irene doesn't either. So yeah. Anyway, on to the next one. Into Waywest, the other capital.
Esteemed High King Emmerich, I thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I would not presume to waste your time without good reason.
We've known each other for some time, Master Galerion. You aren't known for your capricious whims. Tell me, though, who is your companion?
Your Majesty, this is Skald King Yoren's personal representative, here to speak with you about the impending Coldharbour crisis.
The Skald King sends his personal champion into his enemy's stronghold. Either he has a lot of faith in you, or he's trying to get you killed. I'm intrigued. Come, let us speak.
And there's okay, Copper Dia. You can see her name showing up, so yeah.
Bella's legs, but you are a bold one. Even the bards of Wayrest sing of your exploits. I must confess, I had hoped to meet you one day. We sharpen our blades on the same whetstone, if you take my meaning.
It's an honor, Your Majesty.
Tell me then, is it madness that drives you to barge in here like this? Or perhaps you're here to surrender on behalf of your people. If that's the case, I accept.
I've come to talk about Bola Ball.
That's a bit of a
dreary subject, but I prefer that over some angry line like, "I've come here to kill you, Your Majesty." I'm glad you didn't say that. So you want to talk about everyone's favorite Daedric prince, then? What of him?
I'm gonna hard say this. Funny, yeah. Like I say, it's all scripted, so I'm gonna predict whatever Meridia does. I think she actually, when you do the other alliance quests, I think she actually taking you to the past, and they don't see probably look different or something. So that's why you don't look the same way during then, or don't look like your actual character, or I don't know. I really don't know because like with Queen Irene and High King Emmerich, they would call you Flynn, but it's still scripted. Like they just meeting you the first time because you're not really part of that alliance. If you make what I'm saying, if he'll just watch this and listen to this at this point of a video. Anyway, actually, also I have comment speed disabled, so no one won't be able to say nothing either. Anyway, Bullock's ball influence grows. It's time we took the fight to his whim.
I'm sorry. I think I must have misheard you. For a moment, I thought you were saying you wanted to battle a Daedric prince. It would be especially funny if you wanted my help. So, what was it you really meant to say?
I propose all the alliances meet on the island of Stirk to discuss an assault on Coldharbour.
That would be utter madness, but I do like the thought of seeing that next to my name in the history books. All right. If Irene and Yoren agree to attend, I'll be there. If this is an assassination attempt, though, I'm taking you with me.
Give my best to Thrush. Tell him I hope we can dance again soon.
So, you've been mingling with the enemy, have you, Daria? Just so you know, I already knew that.
Oh, I love to mingle, Your Majesty. I'm going to mingle their heads right off their necks one of these days.
I couldn't speak to Queen Irene, but I can speak to High King Emmerich again. Oh, he's just gonna say the same thing again. Oh, and I can just take that, not steal. That's funny.
I didn't think it possible. Well done! We must return and begin the preparations.
Let's go.
We have much to do. Come.
Okay. And back to the sun. Okay.
All three leaders have agreed to join us on Stirk. Now comes the tricky part.
That wasn't the tricky part.
Individually, the leaders are rational, even reasonable. But get them together and... well, you'll see soon enough. Everything's been prepared. Are you ready to travel to the summit?
I'm ready.
Then, with your permission, I'll open the portal to Stirk. May Auriel's hand guide us all.
Open the portal.
The word has been given.
A moment, please. I'll wait for you on the other side.
Our representative, Captain Alfari, is in charge of security on Stirk. He assures us that all is well there, but keep your wits about you. Good luck.
Stark. Well claimed at times by Valenwood, the Gold Coast, and the Hammer Vale, the island of the Stark is really a yeah, this real small island. Like to say Gold Coast, Newsbane, yeah.
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all three alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the ruins.
The alliance leaders arrived.
I'm I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Perhaps you can help them see the wisdom in cooperation.
I'll do my best.
I don't envy you the task. We've already assembled quite a team of experts for the Coldharbour invasion itself. I'll try to introduce you to some of them on the way to the meeting. Lead on.
Mm-hmm.
2 kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task, I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
The summit is just ahead. The leaders should be arriving any moment.
Mm-hmm.
Look! It's Lady Laurent!
They probably won't recognize me.
Careful with that, you clumsy fool. Do hurry it up. We're missing everything.
I never weary of your charms, Lady Laurent.
Vanus Galarian as I live and breathe. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had no idea the summit was to be held on the legendary island of Stirk.
It seemed a fitting choice. It was here that the leaders of the First Era assembled the All-Flags Navy to do battle with the Slode.
I can't wait to see what surprises Molag Bal's realm has in store for us.
Mm-hmm.
We are waging war, not embarking on a sightseeing expedition, milady.
Fear not, Vanus. I can take care of myself and my useless lump of a manservant. Stibbons, haven't you finished tying those bags yet? Oh, you really are hopeless.
Farewell, milady. We must dash. We're expected at the summit.
Okay, let me just hurry see what they say.
Please, don't distract me. If I don't finish packing, Lady Laurent will give me quite the talking to.
Yeah, now you see if she will recognize me or not.
You again? I see you're still sticking your nose into other people's affairs. Well, if you're here to help, I'm not going to turn you away.
Okay, that's interesting. But 2 alliances are scripted like first meeting you the first time, while Hill, Lady Laurent, she's actually take place in the Daggerfall Covenant territory quest lines over in that area, not even an Ebonheart pack. And Hill, she recognized your character who is from the Ebonheart pack, so that kind of interesting. So side quest characters probably will recognize you, so that makes sense. And Hill, we got Waynard and Vic. Now these 2 characters are this brother and sister does you meet in Ebonheart pack, so of course they will recognize my character.
Well, look who's here. It's nice to see a familiar face. Can you believe that the Mages Guild actually asked for our help? Expert consultants, they called us.
Mm-hmm.
It's great to see you again, old friend. I feel better knowing that you're part of this invasion force. Now there's something I never expected to be a part of. An invasion force.
Mm-hmm. And also, of course, for going to Coldharbour, you may just be more. You can say this for how like everything else, but Cadwell, Silver, and Gold, for already did it, or in it. Well, never mind. Whatever. You can say it this way for the first time my character actually did put on this Daedric get up. So I already had it on beforehand, but yeah. When I did the Daggerfall and Adamary Dominion, but whatever. Enough about that. Marco Bellows.
Talk won't get us anywhere. Action. That's what will stop Molag Bal.
Mm-hmm. His name is almost the same like them. Vanos Valos. Okay.
Wonderful. It's Tellinger.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Tellinger, the artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Vanus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy, Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I was
skeptical about this summit until I heard that you were involved.
So he recognized me too.
Valuable help to me in the past.
And you meet actually Telegard through the Admiri Dominion quest line. So that's why but of course he considered as a side quest character. So of course he will is scripted to recognize you too. It seems. So yeah.
After getting captured by those goblins in Stone Falls, I've had my fill of them.
He's ill.
You may have saved my life back in Stonefalls, but my master almost killed me for taking that tome.
Yeah, I remember him because he was you had to rescue and he was stuck in that tome. Yeah, and can't speak to her. Oh well.
The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
Captain Alfari, has the island been secured?
Aye. All ships in the area have been diverted away from the island, and the wards are in place.
And the Alliance leaders?
They'll be here any moment. You three should get over there as soon as you can.
We're on our way. Thank you, Captain. We must make haste.
Security couldn't be tighter. This should go off without a hitch.
And you save Darian. It's called Open Knife. Daggerball characters. Yeah. And Sergeant Kimu. I remember that name too.
It's good to see you again, my friend.
Yeah. Of course, Vagon recognized my character too.
I can't stand this glorified guard duty. Give me a skull to cleave.
Yeah, Volkold is from you meet him during the Open Heart pack. I remember if I recall, Darian and Scardo through the Daggerfall Covenant, and I think Sergeant Kimu through the Admiri Dominion, if I recall that.
I remember you. I probably wouldn't be standing here today if it weren't for your help. Thanks.
If I
Once we get to Coldharbour, it will be open season on Daedra.
Okay. Anyway, there's enough of recognized faces.
High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant.
Let me just look at the map.
Of the Old Merry Dominion.
No, wait.
Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial City.
I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the ruby throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vanus, but I'm going to check on my lion guard.
Intractable fools. Their pride will see us all dead.
Is the Fighters Guild any different?
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. They've succeeded in reducing their ranks and leveling half of Cyrodiil. What do you think?
Would the Fighters Guild be willing to invade Coldharbour?
Willing and able. But
constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realms if we remain neutral. Unless all 3 alliance leaders consent to it, our hands are bound.
This is going about as well as I expected, unfortunately.
How can we make them see reason?
Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Coldharbour. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected.
The guilds can lead the attack, but only if all 3 leaders agree.
An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering long enough to consider it. Why don't you visit each of them in their camps? See if you can reason with them individually.
Of course, I'm going to talk to High King, Jordan High Skald King. Yeah, I'm about to say High King Emmerich, but Jordan Skald King first. Is there anyone else in his camp that I recognize? No. Thugard Wifebane.
Our alliance owes you a great debt, friend.
I tried, but these thick-skulled bastards will not see reason.
We need to cooperate.
But what about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will be vastly outnumbered there.
What if we send the guilds to Coldharbour?
Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance.
Both guilds have experience fighting Daedra. They may be our best chance.
You make some sense after all. I will support this foolish plan if you can convince the other leaders.
Our alliance owes you a great...
Actually, before I leave, you see what he had to say first again.
I tried.
Yeah, he's just saying the same, repeating the same thing. Okay. Let me speak to High King Emmerich next. Is there any recognizable people? Nope. So give me.
You showed great courage in Wayrest, dealing with the Midnight Union. We'll always be grateful.
And so on. Wait. He remembers me, and yeah, he's speaking to. That makes no sense. Okay, let me see what High King.
Your Skald King has all the patience of a bullet mating season. This is a negotiating table, not a battlefield. Can't you talk some sense into that thick head of his?
I have a suggestion.
That's more than I'm getting from them. What do you suggest?
Send the guilds into Coldharbour.
I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few, and Molag Baal's followers are legion.
I had to persuade him, but that's funny. But anyway, the guilds have considerable experience fighting Daedra.
Arcay's beard, you're a bold one, but you may be right. If you can convince the barbarian and the child queen to agree, I'll consider it.
You see what I say?
Your Skald King has all the
yeah. Or is he actually now just acting like we first met? Or I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure now. Anyway.
The summit's in your hands. It's up to you to determine how we move forward.
Because it's awkwardly the side quest characters knows you, but not the alliance. The main, the leaders, alliance leaders. Yeah, wait, Sedwin.
Good to see you. I've been promoted since I saw you last, and my sister Saranya is in good health. I'll give her your best when I see her.
See, they even recognize. Yeah, that made no sense.
Yoren is being stubborn out of spite. He's your king. Can't you reason with him?
Right now, well, you talk to them beforehand, so I know this part you can't really say about the leaders, but yeah. So, you want to consider that you can still do the side quests, but the main story plots have not been done yet. Yeah. But then yeah, you would have to question why they did not recognize you when you doing well when you do later on do Cadwell Silver and Gold. Well, like I said, it's probably all scripted, so I'm not really. Eh, there is an alternative.
Is there? What did you have in mind?
Well, we could send the guilds into Coldharbour.
Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Coldharbour to fully understand what they'd be up against.
Do you? Do you want history to remember you as the queen who surrendered to Moloch Ball?
Don't presume to think you can intimidate me. History will remember me as a bold and decisive leader who cared about her people. But you do have a point. If you can convince the others, we'll try your plan. Now, leave me in peace. Yoren is being stubborn.
Okay.
Any luck? Or are they still at an impasse?
Very concerning the idea, but they're not convinced.
I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of surprise.
We don't trust each other.
With very good reason. But the sooner they come to an agreement that... Does the air feel strange to you? That's odd. All of a sudden it feels like a storm is approaching.
Storm Vanis, what's wrong?
I have an ill feeling about this.
He
has arrived. I can't. Galdian, what's happening? Go! Get away from me! Run!
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Moloch Ball! Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back! How amusing! And yet, so very sad. All of Nern shall be mine.
Galdian!
Protect the leaders, defeat Moloch Ball's minions, and close the unstable rifts.
I'll do what I can to keep any more rifts from opening. Countess, defend me.
My pleasure, Vanus. Who said the guilds can't work together?
Don't mind me. I'll be fine. It takes more than a few Daedra to finish me off.
This is all they send to kill me. Truly?
Curse that Moloch Ball.
Let me see what. He's not saying nothing this time. He is more locked out. Can't say nothing. I like Sharon now. Have I made it in time because I saw his health. King Yorn's health. I think I should have talked. I can't find the other guy who was talking to. Yeah, I speak to Yorn anyway.
Damn that Moloch Ball.
The situation is far worse than I could have imagined. Maybe we truly aren't safe.
I think instead of closing that with, I should have talked to King Yorn and the other guy. Oh well, too late now.
Everything we've done against the Tharns, everything that's happened to our fragile alliance, was it not enough?
Okay.
The situation is far worse than I could have imagined.
He only said about, damn that, ball on ball, but oddly, Queen Irene does mention about the.
Everything we've done against the Tharns, everything that's happened to our fragile alliance, was it not enough?
Actually, right here, like now she's actually referring to the quest line of the Reaper's March and stuff like that, because funny thing, odd, interesting thing, during the Wolf, you had to fight a Farn. During the Bankerwai, the last enemy is a Farn. The last person you fight in Reaper's March is a Farn. And oddly, Queen Irene is the only one who mentioned it. The last alliance I did. So now it makes, yeah.
I thought we were safe here, hidden from the enemy. The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day.
When we must act quickly.
Agreed. There's no time to waste. We must take the fight to him.
Can you open a portal to Coldharbour?
Yes, at the Alien Well at the center of the island.
Perhaps this attack will convince the leaders to cooperate.
After that terrible display of power, I don't think they have much choice. Honored leaders, you have seen the face of our enemy. Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Coldharbour.
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Coldharbour.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Akruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanos.
The time has come, champion.
Let's go!
Let me see what she's saying.
Don't mind me.
Alright.
Stendarr, protect us all.
Wait.
We're as ready as we shall ever be.
Is this everyone?
Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bal knows we're
Actually, let me see. Okay, so that's all who following. Here's what a person says.
Molag Bal's realm is one of the most dangerous and inhospitable places in all of Oblivion. We must not take this invasion lightly.
Our job will be to help Vanos with the portals. We'll need a lot of them to establish supply lines after we start conquering territory.
Coldharbour. I don't mind admitting that this old dungeon delver is probably more excited than she should be. I can't wait to see what kind of artifacts we can recover.
Yeah, I never speak to.
Not get eaten by a Daedroth, but I dearly love a few of their teeth.
I shall lead the Fighters Guild into this dreadful realm. We'll make the Lord of Schemes pay for attacking Nirn.
As a famous treasure hunter and expert historian, it's no wonder the Mages Guild specifically asked for me to come along. I do hope my manservant Stibbons can handle the sights of Coldharbour, though. He's He's a rather sensitive sort.
Mm-hmm.
Coldharbour sounds dreadful. How am I ever going to keep my lady safe in such a dangerous place?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there are any beautiful ladies in Coldharbour. Or is that a different Daedric prince?
Is that there's some Twilights.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to break a few Daedric necks.
Mm-hmm.
The Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild working together? This one never expected to see the day.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any spells or traps in Coldharbour that could turn me into a chicken? I'd just like a fair warning.
There aren't any goblins in Coldharbour, are there? I have a profound dislike of the vile creatures.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Skull Cleaver I was talking about.
Ready to cleave some skulls.
Again.
Daedra have skulls? I imagine they do, depending on which type we run into.
Yes, they all have skulls. Ugh. Okay, that's all. I don't know why I always like during like party, even at ceremonies during the DLC story arcs, I always talk to everybody too. Anyway, so yeah, now talk to Venus now. Everyone.
Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bal knows we're coming, a smaller group might be our only hope of slipping into Coldharbour undetected.
Let's do this.
It's difficult to predict where you will emerge once you reach Coldharbour. Be on your guard, my friend.
Okay. I'm back. Finally getting access again to Coldharbour for my main character that we created back in October last year. Like how, yeah. Also, somehow Cadwell got back to Coldharbour too.
Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good.
Where is everyone?
Rotten luck. They arrived in Coldharbour, but in entirely different locations. Bloody unpredictable. Portals to oblivion. Not to mention Molag Bal's defenses. Nasty beasties abound. Off you go, over the bridge and head inland. There's a good chap. Welcome back to Coldharbour, old chap.
Yeah.
Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it.
Like I want to say, bring this probably send Cadwell back to Coldharbour to help me. Once across the bridge.
What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures living beneath them. Except that
Close.
over there. That one leads to the Hollow City.
The Hollow City.
Dreadfully dull place, and a real eyesore if you ask me, but I suppose it's where you want to start your quest. Quest! What a simply fabulous word. Quest. 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 I just love how it rolls off the tongue.
Right, I'll head to this Hollow City.
Welcome back to Coldharbour, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it.
Where am I exactly?
Welcome to the beautiful gardens of Coldharbour. Do have a look around. Lovely day for it. Soak up the ambiance, the grandeur, the wonder of it all.
Tell me about yourself, Cadwell.
I have the oddest feeling we've discussed this before, or did I already mention
Yeah,
it?
but
No matter. I am Sir Cadwell, the Undaunted, Knight of the Court of Coldharbour, champion of chivalry, defender of the defenseless, shepherd to the soul-shriven.
yeah, but I want to say, are you saying those?
Sane? That's in the north, isn't it? I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
What are you talking about?
Am I not speaking the common tongue of Nern? I was once fluent, but time does get on, doesn't it? I'm sorry, I forgot the question, though I'm quite sure I already answered it. You really should pay more attention.
Yeah. So, yeah. About this. Yeah, most of the side quests are actually connected. Some of the side quests are connected to the main story quest because, like, I think I will add, but like Stibbins, for example, you have to rescue Stibbins. Let me say, now, for me just to give away, you hurry, oh, okay, they're gonna get me off my mount. Okay, hello, another clan fear. Okay, along the way, let me just hurry pick this up, get, and called Cadwell's Hovel. So basically, wait, Hovel, so basically, is this his home or something? I'm fascinated to search too. I'm not sure. Where all these came from? Was another player came by? Oh, this is it's just always gonna have chests still. So never mind. Scratch that. Now you can try to get back on my mount. Actually, I should be careful because that's a bad fall. Yeah. The groundkeeper. Yeah. Quote fingers the groundkeeper because I know who that actually is. Meridia.
Very few would dare to enter the Prince of Murder's realm of their own choosing. Your action consists of equal parts bravery and stupidity. I think in this case, that's exactly what we need. We've been waiting for you, Planewalker.
Who are you?
You may refer to me as the Groundskeeper, one of the few survivors that remain. I tend to this city. The magic that protects these walls and keeps us safe requires constant nurturing and the utmost care.
Where are we?
The city's original name no longer matters. Now it is a hollow city, waiting to be filled. A perfect place to begin an assault on Molag Bal. This city can be your armor against the hazards of Coldharbour. It just needs life to return it to glory.
And this is where I'm supposed to gather my army?
It could be. There is no safer place in Coldharbour, for Molag Bal's reach cannot extend into the Hollow City. That is what was intended, and that is the way it is. Please walk with me. Let me show you why this city will serve your needs.
Yeah. After this, I'm probably gonna, when I get to the wasteland, I'm just gonna end this part because, yeah. But like I said, some of the side quests are related to the main zone story because I have to rescue people. You know, already. Except world bosses. Okay, finding the wastelands, world bosses, and stuff. Yeah, well, I'll be explaining that later on. Anyway, already later on.
And listen. While I could explain things to you, it will be better to simply show you. The history of the city permeates these streets, and with a bit of magic, I can reveal it to you. Now come, let us walk. Long ago, this city existed in Nern. It was alive and vibrant, and went by a different name.
Also, I'll be soloing the group dungeon hill. Yeah, maybe I did the other ones already. Wait, what's this quest? Misplaced pendant.
Its people were devoted to Prince Meridia, the Radiant One. they lived in peace and assumed themselves safe from any dangers.
Because some people try to skip through this, that's why I'm just recording all this.
Meridia has enemies, such as the despicable Molag Bal. The Prince of Murder sent minions from Coldharbour to destroy her beloved city. The city's defenders did what they could, but they were no match for Molag Bal's forces. Everyone outside the walls was slaughtered, but the warriors and mages managed to seal the gates to protect those huddled within.
But offer, I need to refight her again. Anyway.
As fortune would have it, the Ayleid king Lalorian Dinar was visiting the city. A skilled warrior and tactician, he quickly took command of the city's defenses. The Ayleid king single-handedly protected one of the gates. As he fought, he prayed for assistance, and his prayers were answered. Meridia felt compassion for her followers, but she also saw an opportunity. Molag Bal's open portal worked both ways. The time had come to take the battle to Coldharbour. Meridia warded the city and pushed it into Coldharbour. The city arrived intact, but many of its inhabitants were either killed or scattered by this realm's protective spells. Even the Ayleid king was captured. Still, Meridia had accomplished the impossible. She stabbed a dagger into Molag Bal's side. A portion of her realm was in his domain, and he could not touch it. The survivors lost faith, however. One by one, they left the safe confines of the city to try to return to Nurn. They were foolish, and they paid the price for rejecting Meridia's edicts.
No, yeah.
Meridia foresaw a day when an opportunity would arise. An overconfident Molag Bal. Champions from another plane. On that day, this city would become the focal point for the assault against the Lord of Schemes. I say that the day has finally arrived. The great mage, Vana Scalarian, the Ayleid king, and you, our last, best hope. You must gather your allies and bring them here. This city shall serve you well against Molag Bal. Know that every choice you make in Coldharbour will have an effect on the Hollow City. It shall be reborn with every person you save, forged into a weapon by your own hands.
And what's your role in all this?
I am your advisor. We both wish to stop Molag Bal's machinations. I offer you what help I can. The Hollow City awaits you and your allies. Use it wisely, and it shall not fail you.
What's the next step?
You must gather those who were lost. King Dinar and Vana Scalarian have vital roles to play, and they must be at your side. Rescue your missing companions. Return the Hollow City to its former glory, and we can begin the assault on Molag Bal.
Yeah, basically all the other side quests you see along the way too. Yeah.
You shall require more than just the king and the
Yeah, see, that's what I just said.
But they're as good a starting point as any. Others in this realm, allies current and soon to be,
Soon, see.
all have important parts to play in this endeavor.
See, that's what I say about the side quests have a part to it too. That's what I always said beforehand. Others.
As you seek out the mage and the king, I'm sure you shall meet others who require your aid. Look for those you trust and who would be willing to join us here.
And the mage and the king. Where will I find them?
Go west, beyond the moonless walk. There you shall find the Ayleid king, held within a tower of darkness. Vanus the mage is somewhere in the eastern plain. His exact location is hidden from me.
I'll find the Ayleid king and Vanus the mage.
I recommend heading west first to find the Ayleid king, but the choice is yours. If you wish to free King Dinar, you must recover the lights of Meridia. The lights have the power to unlock his prison of darkness.
What are the lights of Meridia?
Originally, the lights were a gift from Meridia. Power that protected the city and made life easier for its inhabitants. When she pushed the city into Coldharbour, she filled the lights with even more of her divine power.
And how will I use them to free the king?
King Dinar is trapped within a tower of darkness, bound by shadows and dark magic. Meridia's lights can unravel those bonds. Without them, you won't be able to set the Ayleid king free.
Where can I find these lights?
As you no doubt noticed, Morlock Baal's realm has its own defenses. Things that teleport onto this plane tend to get scattered, as were your allies, as were the lights. They could be anywhere, but most likely, they are guarded by Morlock Baal's forces.
You don't have anything more besides for me to go on.
Rumors only, I'm afraid. I have heard tales of a strange prison to the northwest. A tower that is not a tower, that guards one of the lights. And others whisper of a vile laboratory to the southeast that distorts the purity of Meridia's light.
And you can see you can pick up side quests hill. Yeah. Now these 2 points of interest, I can just get to them later on, but yeah. And I see the Wayshrine already been picked up, so that's good for me. But let's see. Okay, I know about to end this part, but before I do end this part, yeah. Let me hurry deal with the offer. Lockmouth, a claim for name Lockmouth. Anyway, yeah, let me hurry deal with the offer. She's the last one I need to redo of fighting the of tribute, because I already did the other one. So yeah, the creators.
I always enjoyed playing tribute by the candlelight. The whispers of a deck shuffle.
A few of them I already did off screen, but yeah.
Quiet, elegant. Not some drunken spectacle for cheap thrills and glory. Tribute is meant to be intimate. A game for two. And two alone.
And who are you?
You may call me the author.
Also, I'm going to say this, but the main getting the fragments, for I already have the sorcerer one, the archmage. I can't think of a card right now, but you would be seeing it later on. That's why I sometimes do pick. It kind of bug. I already have that deck, but it still give you 3 of the fragments. I know with. So yeah.
Along with my fellow founders.
Yeah.
The Roysters Club has goals that extend
So I'll be still getting another fragment from her, but we're not supposed to get that fragment, or or something like that.
Every rule, every stroke of the brush serves this goal.
And do you play?
Alas, no one can compete. To my great disappointment, players play the game, but they do not know the game. Not in the way it must be known to defeat me. I fear I will never meet another person who truly understands what we seek to do.
Let's test that. I challenge you.
Yes, I see something in you. A spark of wisdom. At last. Have a seat. You have reached the summit, traveler. And the deepest truths of tribute are within your grasp. Defeat me. If you can.
Right, hey, her AI probably would be easy, probably, like the other ones. Of course, you're gonna choose the Sorcerer King Ogrim. That's what I was talking about. Why is it Arch Argo, but Archmage, but Sorcerer King? Yeah, go with that, and go with Hunting. Okay, I'll go first. I could do to be on the safe side, do that first. Yeah. So I could have do this and get. Oh well, dang. Well, I was thinking I could get the 2 power points and use Hunting already. Oh well. Okay, don't worry. I'm still got this. Yeah, I still got this. Definitely get this if I get this card. Over that bitch. She's already doing, but I can't get that card then because right now she's doing that now. Dang. Wait a minute. Think. And that's what I think. Yes. Think. Let's see what she choose. Okay. Of course she's gonna do that card that again. Okay. I'm gonna risk it. Okay. Of course we're gonna throw that already at me. Dang it. Yeah. Let's see. Any good luck? Nope. Not the luck I wanted. Okay. Of course I'm gonna use that again. Replace that. Come on. Yeah, I'm stalling time. Dang it. Sure. Yeah. I tried to use another Hylu card, but yeah, in that same deck, but no, it didn't give me that. What I wanted. She didn't do the Oh well. There I go. Almost done. Well, halfway with that. But she's more in the lead with the points. So yeah. Oh yes. Combo 2. One additional Patron this turn. I'm gonna win this. If she doesn't. Oh, she didn't do it. I'm gonna win. There we go. Now just do this. We place one card, doesn't matter. And I won. Offers Murkmire. Yeah, you're gonna say I got it. Oh.
I've always enjoyed playing.
However, she's gonna say the same thing again. Now you remember yeah, the fragments. Like I said, this kind of bug because like I already got the deck already because you saw an Affable Walk just then of a Sorcerer King. However, I did try to do Frilla and Norwim again. Like I said, you don't get the fragments, so either you consider that's the bug, or you consider these getting them again is a bug. I'm not really sure how you consider that. Anywho, yeah, now yeah, that's the only thing I was gonna do. So yeah. So basically, yeah, this part I'm gonna just end this now. For everything else, now I know like some sky shards I'm gonna pick up. Wait, okay. Find the locations of the wastelands, fighting all the world bosses, even if it say 6 out of 6, but I'm gonna defeat them anyway because I want to. Defeating the group dungeon, because actually the group dungeon actually don't have no point of the main story quest, and the group dungeon over hill. Basically, yeah, some of the stuff I won't exactly be recording, but everything else of the side quests I will be doing because they are connected, like you already heard from the Groundkeeper or Meridia. The NPCs have a connection to it, so I'll be recording that. So there's gonna be a more longer parts of this section. Oh, also of taking care of stuff. Like I said, some outside sky shards also would be points of interest. Now, I don't know what to say about the devs. I don't know if the devs have any significance of the NPCs from them or anything will be helping you later on at the cause of fighting Molang Ball. Going to the main part. But enough about that. Enough of me rambling. Anyway, now I'm just going this part here. Anyway, this has been Clyde. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, and happy gaming.